Well, that's the point, I guess. And Ev, look, I mean, a metaphor for it is almost the World Health Organization. I mean, we apparently voluntarily contribute money to this thing. Donald Trump's basically told him to go fly a kite. And this bloke who is himself a Marxist, a communist, a bloke who just loves everything to do with the Communist Party of China, this bloke in charge of the World Health Organization, I can't believe a word he says about anything. The WHO, who the heck does who think they are, Evan? We've got to make a stand. Surely freedom-loving countries like us that want free enterprise to work has got to say, you know, no more of this. We can actually run our country quite well, thank you.
Absolutely spot on, and Donald Trump was absolutely right to call them out. I think his harshest critics would agree that, you know, they've just been wrong at every stage. They've been wrong in terms of opposing China travel bans. Scott Morrison and Donald Trump were right to implement those. Our research at the IPA has found that the Australian government has given $110 million to the WHO since 2016. Now, Scott Morrison should stand up and say we're not giving any more money to this organisation until it reforms. And it brings out a broader point, as you're saying, about around the economy. This idea from The Guardian, from the Saturday paper and from parts of the ABC that this is a crisis of capitalism and free markets, it's completely wrong. It's a crisis of liquidity due to the government forcing the market to close, basically, forcing the economy to close. And the way we turn that around and get the economy back going is the way we know, is through free markets, free people, smaller government, lower taxes, lower red tape. That's the only way we're going to see through this crisis. We can't have an expansion of the state purely for the reason you can't tax profit. We need to repeal things like Section 487 of the EPBC Act, 10,000 accumulative days in court, $65 billion worth of investment lost. We need to repeal things like that to say Australia's open for business and start reforming industrial relations system, getting out of the Paris Climate Agreement. You name it, we need to do it. We need to have government get out of the way at the end of this, and that will be how Australia becomes more prosperous.